You know, it takes courage to ask for feedback, and I'm happy to provide feedback on Redbubble stores. And this lady reached out to me from the Philippines and said, hey, can you check out my store? And this is going to be an absolute joy because there's a lot of things that this shop is doing right. And so I think it's useful to not just talk about ways people can improve, but to get confirmation that you're doing things correctly. So I'm really looking forward to this review and this shop. 90 designs. Guess how many favorites she has off of 90 designs. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by this. Let's jump in. All right, I hope you're having a great day, everybody, and let's jump in. Now, even if this is not your store, because this is only one person's store, hopefully you're going to find some feedback here helpful if you're looking at your own store too. It's also an excuse for me to kind of just riff through people's designs and tell you what I like, and it's my personal preference, and it's kind of like we're just shooting the breeze too, so that's pretty cool. So here we've got Anghel Apparel from the Philippines, 90 designs. So there's some things that I really, really like about this store as we get going here. There's a featured collection, extraterrestrial extravaganza. So first and foremost, we've got collections down the side. Check out these collection names. They're not just aliens, Hawaii, coffee, healthy. No. We're going to go funky, exciting, extraterrestrial extravaganza. I love that. Kawaii Kakoi. Oh my God, this is amazing. Health is wealth, myths and more. Not so blue blueprints. I don't even know what this is, but I need to know. This is what I mean when I'm talking about make your collections pop. So that if I'm a customer and I'm looking at this, I'm going, oh, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. 10 collections, not too many, which is nice. 90 designs, 10 collections. That's about 9 to 10 designs per collection on average. Let's take a look at this featured collection, extraterrestrial extravaganza. I'm going to pop open this collection. Okay, instantly, because remember, as a customer, you have about 1/2 of 1 second to get people's attention. So when I click on this extraterrestrial extravaganza, look at the uniformity of the designs. The colors are all similar. If I like these colors, I'm going to look through these designs. If I don't like these colors, of course, I'll jump away, but these are great looking colors. If it was completely like different colors, it would be a bit of a turnoff. This is all uniform. Now, look, I'm not saying you have to have all the exact same design colors, but I'm just saying it gives a feel to the collection so that if I like this one, but maybe I don't want to buy it, maybe I like this one. It pulls me in to look at other designs. I really, really like these. These are also looking like these are high quality. Like they're all properly spaced. They all look like they're actually like really well done from a technical perspective, which is nice. Oh, that's really nice. That's a good looking design. So sometimes feedback is given as constructive criticism, like i.e. I think they're doing something wrong, or sometimes feedback is given as alternatives. You could say, hey, I love everything on this design, but if you're looking for extra things to do, here's an option. So for example, the alien head is black, okay? If you wanted to make variants, you could invert this, and the inverse would be a white alien face, and then you would have a totally different design. I mean, it'd be the same design, but it would be just the opposite color. Notice here when I go to a different color, the face is still black. Another thing you could do is cut the design so that it's nothing. So that on a black shirt, it's a black alien face. On a gray shirt, it's a gray alien face. On a purple shirt, it would be a purple alien face. Same thing with the text. You could cut out the text so that it simply is nothing. It's just a PNG transparency so that it's the same color as the underlying shirt. I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying some people, like myself, for example, would probably like that because for me, if I bought, say, an army color shirt, I don't necessarily want a black alien face. It would just be a silhouette of the shirt color itself, if that makes sense. But overall, this design is awesome. And there's lots of different variants that you could run off of that. Another thing I really like is when you double up on niches. So here's one. Do you know what the two niches are that this person is doubling up on? One is vaccinations, and the other is caffeine or coffee. Now, what I like about this design is it's two colors, it's simple, it's a stencil, it's got the two, vaccinated, caffeinated, it's funny / witty, it rhymes, that sort of thing. If you're looking again for variants, and I don't want to say it's right or wrong, but if you're looking for a way to push this out to more alternatives, is you could remove the EST 2021 off of it. Typically, if something's established in 2021, it would be like a company, or you would use it in humor with like a baby. Like if you were doing a onesie, for example, you'd say like established 2021 if they were like a baby. So that's like a popular design. So I'm not saying it's wrong. Somebody might like it, but it doesn't necessarily, in my opinion, add to the design. Vaccinated and caffeinated isn't necessarily established in 2021, although you could get the vaccine in 2021. I suppose like if that's what people get out of it, great. But if you wanted to create a variant, you could just remove that piece as well, because they'll be vaccinated hopefully for the rest of their life. I'm going to jump in now to another collection, and I'm going to go to Not So Blue Blueprints. So here are blueprint designs, and there's a few things here that I like. Number one, they're all kind of the same thumbnail, which is nice. I'm personally not a big fan of having a ton of different thumbnails. I think like nobody's buying acrylic blocks. And look, if you're the one guy in the world that's, selling acrylic blocks, hats off to you. But for the most of us, we are not selling acrylic blocks. So this is mostly like photographic prints kind of thing. We've got vintage on the outside here. The outside of the design is vintagey, and we've got then a coffee maker, and it looks like a basic print. Again, just feedback, not that you're doing anything wrong here, but another option would be to change the background color, make it a bit darker, and just remove the vintage. So you would just have a straight up, like proper sign. It doesn't have to necessarily look weathered. Some people really like weathered, some people don't. If you've already got the image, you might as well throw it on a different, like a darker color. You could do dark, like a black. You could do a really dark blue. You could do a chalkboard. There's lots of different options there. So if you're looking to scale up, that's an easy one to do as well. Those look great. Okay, the last piece of advice I've got for you is not necessarily related to your designs itself, but as we scroll on down, you'll notice we've got 90 designs. So how many favorites off of 90 designs would you expect? 100, 200, maybe even 500? How about almost 1,200? That's pretty awesome. I also love the fact that you've got your Instagram DM right here, which is great for custom works. Send me a DM. Love it. Love, love, love it. Because people are going to like this type, but maybe they want their mom's name on there. Maybe they want their wife or their husband's name on there. Maybe it's their 30th birthday. They want this style. So not only are you selling the individual designs, you're selling the style, the colors, and the portfolio quality too. So I think that's amazing. So good for you on that. What I would suggest is continue. I mean, I'm guessing you're pushing these designs on Instagram, or you're somehow advertising them either on Pinterest or Instagram. Whatever you're doing, it's working. So here's my piece of advice. Out of the 1,161 favorites, chances are that the top ones, because I'm sorting this by relevancy over here, chances are these top ones are probably getting the most favorites. All I would suggest is, and by the way, I can't see which designs are favorited, nor should I, because I don't have access to your account. So any normal customer looking at this like me is only going to know that this shop is popular, but they're not going to necessarily know which designs are popular. But you do. You as the shop owner should be able to go into your dashboard. So what you do is at the top, you click on this little account button up here, and then you go into your dashboard. So like, for example, I've got a dummy account here. So I just click on this, and then I'm going to go into manage portfolio. That's where it's hiding. So you click on your little icon, then you click on manage portfolio. And what you're going to see is little hearts that come up. And if somebody likes a design, you'll get hearts on there. So if you've got like 80 and the other ones have like 2, pay attention to the ones that get the most hearts and see which of the designs are getting the most likes? Because that's the universe telling you to make more of those designs. What I'm going to guess is going to happen is over the next year, out of your 10 collections, one will become dominant. And I would suggest you pour the majority of your time and energy into that. It's kind of like watering your flowers. Right now you've got 10 flowers. And if one starts growing more than the others, water that one. This is a great looking shop. So again, if you're new on Redbubble and you're wondering, what am I supposed to be shooting for? Check this shop out. This person's doing pretty much everything right. And as you can see, it's paying off. They're getting favorites, and I'm guessing they're also getting some sales as well. And if they're not getting sales, they certainly will be soon, because the quality of their designs are certainly high enough to warrant somebody buying these designs. I think they look wonderful. So I hope you guys found that helpful. As always, I really like doing these podcasts. They're kind of loose and fancy free. So anyway, if you got a question, a comment, if you want to get your shop reviewed, feel free to throw me a comment. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.